Riley and Donald Trump. And
Well, to sum it up, I think
did you watch the debates last night?
I watched half of it.
Okay.
I was in the middle of a show on Netflix, waiting for them to come on. I end up letting it roll through to the next one.
Okay.
And then like half hour in, I'm like, oh shit,
The debates.
So I switched over. Yeah, so I caught the rest of it. I think I got the gist of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I didn't even need to watch them, and I've got the gist of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You didn't watch it?
No, but I did watch it on Snapchat the next day, and I saw enough of it that I got the gist.
Yeah.
But you were saying that, just to wrap up this whole, cannot remember
the shooting.
his fucking name.
Ken?
Keith. Scott. Keith Lamont Scott.
Never forget.
Never would, never could.
Mm-mm.
What are your final thoughts on it? I'll give you the final take.
You can't go on and do drugs and then misbehave and have the cops tell you a direct command
Over and over
again, yelling at you, and then you totally disregard those commands and you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
And then be upset that you get shot.
And then you get shot, and then it turns out you did have a gun on you, so you were armed, so they were right. You were doing drugs. There was a reason for them to be cautious, and then when you approach them the way that they asked you, or told you not to,
right,
then they shoot you. And everyone at this point knows that the cops are not afraid to shoot. They will fucking shoot you.
Well,
follow directions. Don't do drugs and get so fucked up. Now, if you're on medicine and you're not on drugs, you're on medicine.
Right.
Well, that's something else, and that's something the wife could have helped with.
True.
And so the cops probably should have been like, hold up, guys. I got word. He's on medicine. But as soon as he comes out, then the cops, they have a split-second chance to either be in a gunfight or take this guy down. And when one guy shoots him, I mean, that was his decision. But you can't be going and doing all this shit the wrong way and then be all pissed off when the cops shot the guy. You can't start a riot because some guy acted like an idiot and then
But I would have
get shot.
expected once they released the videos that the general public would watch them and be like, all right, yeah, we're totally breaking these windows and starting shit on fire.
They released them
for
a little
stupid.
late. They just came out.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, but that's the due process of, court and,
Right.
Making sure that we got our ducks in the row. We're going to cover our own
And
asses.
if all you'd seen was her video, then because when I watch her video, I am just like, I feel for her.
You feel police brutality.
Because
but you just said that when he got shot, she sounded like you just shut off her cable.
Yes, but the point that he got shot, that whole leading up to it because she doesn't record the actual action, or she keeps turning the camera away as she yells,
which is weird.
Well, she's using her own eyes. She's not watching it through her phone.
Okay.
So I can understand that. She's like trying to record it, but she's also trying to, look over the car and yell at them.
She's not being helpful though.
But she's shouting, "Don't shoot him. He's on medicine. He doesn't have a." She's giving all the. If all you have is her point of view in that video, then I could see why the whole country went, "Oh, what the fuck!" But then once it all comes out, like, no, he did have a gun. And then when you see the cops video, you're like, oh, well, he didn't follow directions.
He got out of the car aggressively, in my opinion. Do you agree with that?
I don't think it was aggressive. I think it was just like, what's this guy doing?
Okay, well, but
it was just bizarre.
That makes me feel like it was aggressive, like because of the influence that he was under from his medication, from marijuana, from any other drug that he took, any alcohol that he drank that day. Like anything. Like I've never seen a guy get out of his own car. I just don't walk backwards with his hands down. Like it's like you just defied.
But it still doesn't make sense why they blazed him up.
I mean, they could have shot his leg out. Yeah, for true.
No, everyone says that. That's bullshit. They don't teach them how to shoot in the leg because there's no point. You shoot 2 in the chest, 1 in the head.
Right.
And
they shot 4.
Yeah, and you shoot at the. Because if you're aiming for the legs. Next thing you know, you caught asphalt. It ricochets up, hits someone else in the face. No, they're shooting the guy in the chest.
Okay,
they're shooting to kill.
Or he rolls over and you go up to check on him and he does that whole movie thing, like roll over,
grabs your gun and shoots you.
Right.
Lethal weapon.
coming to
Tuesdays
Fox.
on Fox.
But no, I mean, okay, so we're in agreement that is. I don't understand why the city was lit on fire. I don't get it. I mean,
well, I do from her video. If that's all you had to go by,
and it was all that they had to go by
then
for 3 or 4 days.
Then I get why they exploded, because they were already under pressure.
But I mean, even then, man, like I hear in her voice, like you were saying, like that's a really weird reaction to watching.
After
physically watching your husband get shot.
After he gets shot, it's a weird reaction, because then she's like, "He better not be dead. You motherfuckers better not kill my."
Right.
You would think she'd be
crying,
a little
hysterical,
a little bit hysterical, like like oh my God, Keith,
And she was yelling directly to her husband, Keith, don't do it. Don't get out of the car. Don't get out of the car. Because they tried, if you watch the pocket cam.
No, she's yelling, don't let them break the window.
They tried breaking the window, the back window, with a baton.
Yeah.
The pocket cam video. And she was like, Keith, don't let them break the window. Just get out of the car. And then all of a sudden she was like, don't do it. Don't do it.
But she's yelling at the cops. Don't shoot him.
Oh, okay. I
don't you do it.
See, there's just too many, like you said. I mean, I agree with you that if I just saw her video, I'd be like, man, that's kind of fucked up. But at the same time, like I would also see her reaction to her husband being fatally shot in the middle of a parking lot of a apartment complex, and all of a sudden her credibility goes down a little bit because, like I said, she just kind of sounds like somebody just shut off.
It's not even like she's in shock. It's like
she knew it was coming.
She's just annoyed.
Yeah.
And she's like, you better not be dead. That motherfucker better be alive, or you're going to be seeing me in court. And it's like, that is not the reaction I would have if my wife were just shot.
Gunned down in front of you.
I would be like screaming at her, please tell me you're alive. I'd
or
be running over there
her,
to,
I don't care, shoot me.
To say goodbye,
right,
something. Yeah, you don't just stand there videotaping going, all right, check this out. Fucking police shot my motherfucking husband.
Right.
It's 4:33 in the afternoon.
I am at, and then she got her address wrong, which I also thought was a little bit weird. I mean, how fucked up is she? Like, I mean, you don't need to say your address, but I'm pretty sure that if somebody asks you what's your address, that you'd be able to recite it.
Well, maybe they're not even.
Maybe they just moved there. Okay, benefit of the doubt.
Or maybe they're not even close. Maybe
he's estranged.
Maybe
like
this
John
is,
Voight.
Maybe this is his new apartment. Maybe it's their friend's apartment. We don't know that they're at home.
I don't think it was necessary to light a city on fire, because even from her standpoint, her video, I don't. And then the cop video comes out, and it's what are we even talking about?
Her video was the straw that broke the camel's back. The city was already ready to explode. All they needed was give us one more reason to not behave.
Can you blame the cops for shooting it?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay. I am on the other side of that argument. I cannot.
I understand why they did, but I think from what I've seen in those videos,
you would prefer tasing.
They didn't need to kill him. They could have tased him.
Coming from a guy who has been tased, I can tell you that it pretty much stops you.
Do you think
what you're doing?
That, well, no, because that terrorist guy, they tased the shit out of him. Fucking shot him 4 times, and he still got up and fucking kept shooting.
I'm just speaking, from the mall. I'm just saying from my own personal experience, and maybe it was because I was drunk, but luckily I was dehydrated enough I didn't piss myself, which apparently is like the number one thing that happens. So I'd been drinking all day, so I'm dehydrated. So
do you think
tank's empty?
In like a situation like this, I feel like they should have had like a tranquilizer gun that they'd use on like a gorilla.
He was big enough to
where they could have just darted him like.
Yeah, and then like watch him kind of like look at you all.
I wasn't gonna shoot you. He better not have a concussion. That motherfucking better not hit his head.
He's already got head trauma.
He better not hit that head on the asphalt.
Watch my bumper. But I don't know. You're right. Okay, so we obviously got to give cops new ways to subdue. Like tranquilizers.
I don't know. I think this is one of those cases, like I said before, if any other time in our history this would have happened, it wouldn't even be news on a national level.
Well, everybody's got a camera now. I mean, I'm not denying that this happened all the time. I mean, Rodney King, like it happened all the time.
No,
like,
but what I'm saying
forever.
is that this situation is not. It happens. The guy didn't follow directions. The cops knew he had a gun, and they've shot him. That's just the way it went down. This isn't a cause for race riots. This isn't a cause for, like, how do we prevent this from happening in the future? This is like one of those situations like, well, the guy was all fucked up, and he gets out. He's not listening, and he's
not
weird,
complying.
and he's got a gun.
And that's what we do. We give cops these rights.
This isn't a guy that knew what was going on and just decided to do something different.
Well, I shouldn't have to, allow cops to tell me what to do. I hear that a lot. Like, I hear that from a lot of people, like, not just in this case, but in the past couple of cases where a black man was shot by a white officer or a black officer. And it's like, we shouldn't have to let well, that's why we have society. I mean, we let them have a gun. We give people guns to protect us.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody breaks in my house and I do it, I'm not calling you.
Right.
You'd be like, hello. Hey, dude. Dude, I think somebody's downstairs.
All right. I'll be right there. Let me.
And then your wife is like, honey, who is that?
Nothing. Let's go back to bed.
Like, I mean, we give them that right so we can live in a society where
we give them the power.
We have right and wrong. Like that's our choice. I mean,
we empower them for our own
protection.
safety.
Yeah,
right.
And that's exactly what those officers did that day. I mean, not even talking about their own safety. We're talking.
I'm not saying
like the whole apartment complex.
I'm not saying they used wrongful whatever. I just think they could have taken the guy down peacefully. They didn't have to murder him.
Okay, I see where, like, maybe there should have been, like, a guy, like, leaning up against the Bronco, and as soon as he got out, he, like, jumped on him and choked him out.
Not even that, because when he's walking, he has his hands down, and you can see his hands. And he's not holding a gun.
No.
So there was no need to shoot him.
Dude, that's the behavior.
He doesn't reach for a gun.
Like you said.
He's just walking.
Like you said.
He's just walking.
If you were in that situation, you would keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Right.
You would stick them out the window.
I wouldn't want an accident.
I just got pulled over for a speeding ticket, and I kept my shit up there.
I think the cop that shot him was way too jumpy.
I don't know, man.
The guy's just walking.
Backwards, with his hands by his side. You are surrounded by cops, sir.
He's not holding a gun. There's no need to shoot him.
He's trying to be a martyr for the wrong purpose.
No. You don't know that.
That's what I feel like.
But
I mean, I don't know that.
But there's no reason to shoot him. Your life's aren't have been threatened
I would
yet.
be scared. Like, I mean, his body language.
Fine,
would
be
scare
scared,
me.
but fucking wait. Wait until you have a reason to shoot. You had no reason yet.
I feel like that is the reason.
Well, see, I don't.
You're making me very uncomfortable, and we have been yelling at you for like 10 minutes now to drop the gun, throw the gun out the window.
But I don't.
Put your hands up.
I don't
do
think
something.
you can shoot him yet.
He gets out of the car and walks backwards with his hands down.
What if he got out of the car and ran away?
Oh no! Then you chase. Then you give chase.
So, why can't you shoot him?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that you couldn't, but I mean, that's what I would do. With his body language, with what happened.
But it's okay to shoot him if he's running away, but it's not okay to shoot him if he's walking?
No. What I'm saying is that if he's running away, okay, we need to get on our little radio set and be like, the suspect is running towards Andover Drive.
But he's not running away. He's walking.
Backwards with his hands down. That's weird, man. That's not how...
All the more reason not to shoot the guy.
That's exactly the reason why you should shoot him.
No, he's not a threat to you.
That is threatening body language
and behavior. A person walking slowly backwards.
Just learned who is as big as the car that he just got out of, and his wife is yelling that he has brain issues that he just took his medication for. You just saw him with a gun, and you saw him smoking weed.
Okay, but hang on.
I am not blaming this
Why
guy.
does he deserve to die?
I'm not saying die. No, I mean...
You just said deathly force. He deserves to be shot.
I didn't say deathly.
If you use a gun, that's deadly force.
Okay, all right. But you're right. They get taught 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. But what I'm saying is...
It's not the movies where you survive a gunshot. You know?
Right.
You shoot someone... You anticipate them dying.
I am just merely saying that his behavior from sitting in the car with the window up...
It doesn't deserve death.
I'm not saying that it deserves death, but
that's
what
he got.
I understand why the officer was freaked out.
Right.
I would have been too.
But you can't shoot him yet. You tase him. You tackle him.
Like you just said, it took that terrorist like 4 tases, and he still didn't go down. This dude was bigger than that guy.
Not a reason to shoot him. Still
I'm
not a...
just-